So a lot of what we have done is a lot of field work with companies. We've done a lot of field research on the first book and a lot with the second, along with my co-author and we've done a lot of work with companies over the years. And they've ranged from companies like Apple, which I've worked with, and companies a lot in the pharmaceutical industry and high tech and low tech and in North America and in Asia and in Europe. We find that they all are facing the same kinds of issues. So what we did is we really focused on how can we do this differently? How can I address this concern that CEOs and chief technology officers have about getting more breakthroughs? And what we did is we developed something that we call the Startup Corporation, which is a model for a design of inside the company, of not of a new entity, but rather of a new process that integrates leadership and culture and processes and performance measures and management systems to really change the way companies do things to get breakthroughs. And let me elaborate. So think about Apple for a moment. Apple is a functional organization. Apple runs counter to everything we teach in business schools. In business schools, what we teach and what we've been teaching for 100 years is what we know, we say, is that companies start off as small companies. So you and I might start a little company and you'll handle marketing and I'll handle finance and somebody else will handle sales and somebody will handle manufacturing. And so we're handling functions. And so there's 5 of us. And then we grow to 10 or 15 or 20 people. Once we get to 50 or 75 or 100, what all the business school textbooks would tell you is you need to convert to something we call SBUs, strategic business units. And we organize by product line or by geography, but usually by product line. Apple is an organization that is basically organized by functions. And so what that allows, it allows easier transference of knowledge across the company. It allows better transference of innovation. It allows for more breakthroughs. Also, if you eliminate the concern for profit centers and cost centers in organizations, you can eliminate the short-termism that results, partly from that, partly from our quarterly earning pressures. And then if we don't have these profit centers, we don't have everybody trying to achieve these short-term goals. Mike, the way R&D is often organized in large corporations is there's a large R&D unit, and business units contract with the R&D unit. So I might say to you, I might say to the R&D unit, I'd like you to build something, and they'd look at it and say, yes, we can do that. And the typical contract is, we'll build that, it'll take us $1 million in design fees and 6 months in time, and then we'll design that for your, this new product for you. The problem is the R&D unit is doing everything related to designing a product and incremental innovation in a specific time, and they're not spending the time thinking about broad, big issues, important issues. And that's what I hear from R&D units all the time. So what we do in this book is we really lay out a model, and it's not, the business units are really terrific and been very helpful in organizations. But they're not very helpful if you want breakthroughs. Incremental innovation is about organizational excellence. It's about efficiency. It does not lead to breakthroughs. And so companies really need to think differently about this.